1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 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 testing. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, testing, testing time. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. We are always testing and testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Testing, testing. All right, testy, testy is a worky, worky. Yippee, kai. Yay. Alright. So that's a working. Let's see here. Let's see how well a Friday night does, shall we? With some streaming. Alrighty. I like that big Santa pet there. That's pretty funny. I hope you guys are doing great tonight. I hope everyone's having a really, really good time. I'm here to have a good time. You're here to have a good time. Everyone's here to have a good time. Let's take a look here. Lots of chat going on today here. Lots of happy chat. I wonder if anybody's dying to do an Ouroboros. What do you guys think? Hey, how's it going, Ralph? Hey, I'm back again, Mr. Ralph. It's a pleasure to see you as always. And somebody told me they didn't know how I soloed masterminds. Like, how do you do that? Especially with melee pets. They just cause all kinds of problems. So I guess I came in to show them how it's done. Oh, you know, I rushed over here to Ouro and I didn't even get my things from Atlas Park that I need. Let me grab some things that I do need from Le Vendeur. Alright, let me see your merchandise, lady, because I definitely need a reveal thingy. Please? Hey, Richard. Never caught you live streaming before? I appreciate that you appreciate my video. I will tell you what, the outflow of positivity from the YouTube community for my videos has just been mind-blowing to me. I don't create the most professional videos. I don't have time to do a lot of the post-editing that fancy YouTubers do. I don't know the game super well. Like, I don't do the high, heavy content. I'm not here to show you the top 10 tips for beating 4-star content. I don't create these super powerful solo characters that can do 8 times, 8 plus 4. But I'm a casual gamer, right? I'm just your casual, everyday, like just to keep it in small groups type of player. And I'm surprised. That's a niche of a niche of a niche of a niche, really, when you limit it to City Heroes. And I'm surprised at the positivity, the reactions to this has been something else. I've done tons of YouTube videos in the past. Most of the time, you get a few views here, a couple of comments there, nothing huge. It has just been absolutely phenomenal. What is this shadowy presence? 10,000 just says buy me. I feel like I should just buy that. Just because it tells me to. Let's see here. I need the mission teleporter. That'll help every once in a while. I can't afford the big one just yet, but we'll hold on to that thought. I also need another healing and a couple of enhanced defenses, so I should get that. A couple of healings and a couple of enhanced defenses. But yes, Richard, I really appreciate that. You guys can hear me just fine in the video, right? I'm just going to double check there. Make sure you guys can hear me just fine. As I buy another healing and a couple of, I think it's defense buffs. Was it defense buffs? I already forgot what it was. Fortified pack, defense buffs. Defense sets and healing, enhanced defense. Defense buffs, let's grab those guys. You bring attention to the game and show you have fun without being a super meta hardcore player. Yes, that's exactly it. I am your non-meta player. I always say like 80% of my characters are theme only, and then the other 20% are recommendations from other players that might be meta or not meta. But I never get to like the meta part of the builds where you spend like 1 billion influence on them. This is Atlas Park, Squirrel. Yeah, this is Atlas Park. I'm going to do... So I had somebody write in. I'm trying to remember who it was. If it was one of you guys who said, hey, show me the mastermind, more mastermind, I could do that. And somebody else wanted to see my X-Men character. So if that was one of you guys, I think it was Magnets Land. I don't see him in the chat just yet. But I got a couple of things I want to do tonight. But if there's anything you guys want to see, I'm happy to move my plans around. Because I've just got started. I haven't really done anything yet. We're just going to add a little extra value to our defenses with this thing. That doesn't add on as much healing, but... All right. So, yeah, some people are... So first of all, first question, does anybody in the chat... Do you guys struggle with masterminds? Because that's a comment I do hear on the occasion is like, oh my gosh, every time I play mastermind, I just faceplant. Like, so when I did my tier list, you might remember I gave mastermind an S tier. I put it above Sentinel, which, I mean, Sentinel is like walking on easy street. But I put mastermind above that. And some people wrote back and said, I don't understand that because I really struggle with mastermind. So if that's one of you, raise your hand in chat, number one. And if you, and if one of you want to see an X-Men, you can let me know that too. I'm going to be doing a video soon about how to do the costume swaps that you see me do on some of the characters. And I'll talk about that a little bit later on in the stream as well. So you can let me know. Let me know. Didn't they recently get a buff? Grats on 600? Oh, did I have 600? What, subs or something? Thank you. I don't know, 600. Might be subs. I don't even really pay attention. Honestly, I'm so unmeta, guys. I don't really pay too much attention to subscribers or numbers or anything like that, but thank you. What I really do pay attention to, though, are the comments, and that's only because I make it a point to respond to every single comment, just about almost every comment I've responded to. So that's what's really got my attention. I've got videos in my history that have more views, I believe, but views and subs, none of that matters. I like to see the interaction with the community and the conversation. I really enjoy. So I am so meta. I am down with the meta. Did Masterminds get a buff recently? Sort of, yes. Basically, though, it was more of a rework to try to make it to where their pets don't die so quickly. against higher level bossy type of monsters, as long as you have good set gear. Also, a shift is coming to take some of the power away from their ATOs and just make it inherent to their Dominion power around with the pets. So, yeah. Let's see what else you guys say. I have 4 level 50 masterminds. I don't struggle soloing them. Teaming, yes. Yeah. Yeah, you have a hard time getting teams with masterminds because people really don't like them. I don't quite, I sort of understand where they're coming from. I don't quite get the hate, but I sort of get where they're coming from, sort of, kind of, not really. Thank you for your videos. I'm brand new to the game and have been having a lot of fun and even made $5 million shells last night thanks to your video. Congratulations. I'll drink a little swig to you, my friend. That right there, that's the taste of profits. Good job. Very good for a level 10. Yeah, not bad for a level 10, right? Not bad for a level 10. This character here, he is level, you're keeping pace because this character's level 19 and he's got maybe 10 million. And I bought a couple of things that cost like $1 million each, so he could have had a little bit more, but yeah. So basic yes to mastermind that's more quality of life. Hey Smokey, how you doing today? So I'm gonna do a little bit more pet mastermind, or if somebody wants to see something else, feel free to holler in the chat. If one of you are really bored and want to join for an Ouro, you're more than welcome. I'm going to be doing pretty much Ouros all night because that's what I love to do. And I only do that, for the most part, solo or in very small groups. I don't like large groups. So you guys watch my videos, you already know that. But that's just the way I roll. And masterminds, for me, masterminds is a relaxing evening. If I want a little bit of hot and sweaty, I can pop in my Dominator if you guys want, and you will see me go hot and sweaty. Because Dominator or Stalker, I have a Stalker and whatnot. And definitely if what's his name comes in, then we will do the Stalker because he wanted to see my X-Men inspired one. Most of my characters are inspired either by the comics I used to draw, but occasionally they get inspired by DC and Marvel comics. A lot of them, like Hydro Pack here, really, I just thought the outfit looked cool, and the idea of somebody who controls a bunch of animals and sea life together, like an Aquaman, but also had, like, Aquaman commands all the sea animals, but he's very limited, in a world where everyone's walking on land. So this guy is like Aquaman's cousin. He also controls wolves and insects, as well as fish. So, he's like the total package. Now, one of the things I want to do today, and I'll see if he's opened it up yet. Let me take a look at my mission list. So, as most of you know, I keep some good notes on the different things that are out there. This one right here is called the New Recruits. I have never completed this one before, according to my notes. This is a longer one. This is something that rewards you with 66 merit rewards. 66. Wrap your head around that, boys and girls. 66 merit rewards, at least according to my notes. I could have typoed. It's quite possible that I typoed, but it has 11 doors to it, so I don't think it's a typo. 11 doors, and 4 of those are hunt alls. Do we want to see what a really long Ouro looks like tonight? Are we comfortable? Are we ready? Is everybody ready and locked in? Ready for a nice long sweaty Ouro with our mastermind? Or I can do another class if you guys want. I can do this on any class. So if there's something else you guys would rather see than a guy commanding around a bunch of wolves, we can certainly do that. I'll give you guys a few minutes to see if there's any strong feelings out there before I go for it. But that's my game plan to start off this evening. All right. Yeah, I hope you guys have some good plans for the holidays. I'll be hanging around here. I plan on streaming a couple of days and hanging out with you guys. Oh, solo defense. Oh, you just want to see me suffer. I tell you what, you have a I will do a solo defender, but not through that long ass Ouro. I do have a solo defender that one of you told me about, Poison and Fire, I believe. And so I have not tested that character out in solo yet. I have been doing that with small groups. So I actually would like to try it out on a short, like 20-minute Ouro, 30-minute Ouro, but not this Mega Buster 66 Merit Reward Ouro. You know? So, but I can either do that first or I can do that after the big, huge Ouro squirrel. It's up to you. Like the side channel art, man. Yeah, that's my mastermind here. I've got art for every single one of the characters. So I've got lots of art. So as we switch characters, you'll get to see more of the art. But that's as you can tell, that's my guy right there. At least the best rendition we can get of him at the moment. So it's close enough. Yeah. Yeah, we get some really good art, though. Did you guys see my Jane Getaway art? That was really good. That thumbnail was really hot. Right? That thumbnail was just like something else. Yeah, so this guy... So let's take a couple of notes here. Let me grab my notepad here. Let's grab the notepad. So this is the new recruits. And we're starting this at 5:50 p.m. at 19.08 level. And we're going to see. We have 5 kill-alls in this. There's a lot of kill-alls, and kill-alls can take a while. Especially when there's 5 of them. This is a long-ass mission, right? All right, let's do it. Mastermind away, right? So hopefully you like to see a lot of mastermind action today. He's kind of an interesting mix here. We're gonna see him in action. All right, here we go. Test our mettle. And defeat Yerbo and the guards in King's Row. So, well, we don't have King's Row right there. So we don't have that. Let's see here. King's Row. Where can we go to King's Row? Do I even have King's Row unlocked on this character? I do not. Lovely. Is the contact in King's Row? Gonna find out. The portal doesn't know where to send me. Oh, that's even more lovely. All right. This is already turning out to be one of those longer... Yeah, we better get comfortable, boys. It's gonna be a hot minute, right? Founder Falls. Oops. How did I end up in Founder Falls? Oh, hey, look at that. A big gift. Nothing bad could be in that big gift, right? I'm going to open up the big gift, and if it's a bunch of snowmen, I'm flying away. Do any of you know... Whoa! 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 Run! 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 Did you see how big that guy was? Look at that purple guy. Yeah, my wolves are dead. Yeah, no, I'm next. Holy cow. I don't know what that's about. I am not fighting big purple guy with a level 19 mastermind. That is not happening. That is definitely not happening. No. Very, very naughty indeed. Which I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be shocked and surprised, right? That's not unusual. Blue is always Winter Lord. Oh, I have no clue. Is there? Since you know more about this stuff than I do, is there a point to the naughty ones, or should you just fly away? Is there any point to fighting those snowmen? Let me grab that badge so I can teleport back here in the future. I'm famous now. Oh, I don't know. How you doing, TV? Well, you're the one with the name TV in your name. I think TV. Oh, hello, gift. Now there could be nothing wrong in here. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna put down these pets just because I like to be surrounded when I open up good gifts. Oh my gosh, is there any point to beating these guys up? Like, do you get something for beating these guys up? My name is in purple? Yeah, is my name in purple? I don't know. I might be. Where did... Oh, we can close that right there. Where was I going? Oh, yes. I'm trying to get to this mission over here. I get distracted so easy. I see like a pretty gift. I'm like, ooh, shiny. Yeah, sometimes you get the candy canes. Oh, everyone says I spawned the Winter Lord. Oh, lovely. And then I ran around like a chicken, right? They just drop a couple things. Then I'll probably keep running away from them for now. I'll try to stay focused on the Ouroboros at hand. We've got a long way to go, guys. So if you're just joining us, we have decided to tackle one of the longest early task for Ouroboros story arcs you can do. We are doing the new recruits. This is an 11-door mission that rewards 66 merits. So let's get her done. That's what we're doing today. All right. Now we're supposed to find any evidence here, so that's fine. Let me pull up my reveal power since I did remember to go and buy this guy here. So we're going to grab that. Alright, so we're looking for any evidence and then defeat Sunshine and his guards. And I totally forgot to get stealth, which probably is a mastermind. Probably isn't the best thing anyways with all these wolves running around. Yeah. In 4K? Well, yeah. I don't think I play in 4K, sadly. That's not a thing. Oh, you know, they are getting a little hurt here. We'll just have to heal the wolves out with a little steam. A little love there. Oh, hello, bad guys. Go ahead and support my wolves a little bit here because they are getting a little hurt. Is this the old Positron Task Force? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this is a story arc anyways, but maybe it's the old, who knows? It is long enough to be a task force with 11 mother effing doors. I mean, heavens to Betsy, that's a lot of doors. Is stealth good? Stealth is just useful, you know, like let's say you decide to do, I don't know, you know, an 11-door story arc, and you want to get through it kind of a little quick as possible because you don't want to be there for 5 hours. So stealth can help you knock out some of those missions where it's just like kill the guy at the end or get the glowy. And there's easy ways to get stealth on any character. And you're going to see, I will do it after this mission to show you guys how to do it if you haven't done it before. Later on tonight, if you want this secret, if you want like a preview, a sneak peek on how to set up macros to change your character's outfits easily, I will give you guys a sneak peek at how to do that. I'm going to be doing a proper video for it, but I can show you on the stream what that kind of looks like and give you a sneak peek later today if we survive this story arc. Do I have a favorite mastermind power combo? Well, I really do like my bots with dark powers. Maybe that's, I'm very biased because it was my first one. It's made after the Borg Queen from Star Trek, one of my favorite series of all time, and I just have a ton of fun. I think it's both thematic and powerful. But I'm trying out this more naturey flavored one. So we're using something. We're using Beast Mastery with Marine Affinity. That's what we're using. And the only thing that bothers me right now is that the wolves really don't do a great job of healing themselves. So maybe that comes online later on or something. I hope so, because you can go from battle to battle and they don't really heal other than the heals that I put out slowly. So yeah, 66 merits. The art's called, yep, I'm flashing back old Positron Task Force. Okay. Richard, are you ready for this? Do you think that the mastermind can handle it? With Dark, yeah, Dr. Doom. So you got Dr. Doom out of that. I got the Borg Queen, and you know what they say about great minds thinking alike and all that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, and look, that looks like a bad guy to me. But that's just a boring old lieutenant, so... Uh-oh, I've got some big problems here because I've managed to let myself get flanked. So we're going to go ahead and put down some buffs and some debuffs and make this a proper fight. I do like that Superman punch there, I'm not going to lie. I know it's a mastermind, he probably shouldn't be doing Superman punches, but I can't help myself. I'm always going to love that kind of move. I don't know if this is the final look I'm going to really use for this character. If you guys think you have a good look for basically a, basically a Beastmaster Marine Master combo guy, let me know. Because I might want to use this look for something like, a Marine Defender. So there's one mission down. One mission, guys. We got one done. 10 more to go. And, it is Positron. Look at that. Okay, we're going to save the workers in Skyway City. Yay us. Skyway City. Now I can use my brand new mission teleporter to get me right over there. Alright, just answering one of you there in chat. Sometimes you guys see messages in the chat. That's fair. I can do that. Multitasking is my favorite thing to do. Alright, so we're heading to... we're at the mission in Skyway City, but because this character's never been to Skyway City, I do like to grab a merit badge if I can while I'm here. An exploration badge, I should say. So let me grab that from the basketball court here real quick. There we go. Now we can go back into the mission, so if I ever need to TP back here... it is easier than before. So what are you guys doing tonight in the chat, other than watching me go through a very long doodad? Rescue the last worker, not the first worker. The last worker. Oh, I forgot to show you guys how to get stealth real quick. Very easy. Let's go outside. Let's go outside, wolves. Alright. Go up to your action house. We're going to look for Celerity Stealth. Celerity Stealth right there. Ooh, that's been going up in price. That's because I made a video telling everybody about it. It's usually $1 million. And now that I made a video, everybody wants it. Everybody's dying for it. I could do Firebird Stealth maybe, right? That has to probably be put on a flight power, which I have flight. And I could fly around the dungeons. I've never tried that before, though. And I like to keep my fight for going fast. Yeah, those Celerity Stealths, though, have really gone up in price. Rude. Space and Time Manipulation Stealth. Unbounded Leap Stealth. Ah, here we go. Can I put this? I can put this into, what? Any leaping and sprint power. Huh. You had to shell out $2 million to get one last night, right? You're making a new brute? Okay. Okay. Well, maybe I'll do a... I'm going to try this Leap Stealth and see how well it works. Maybe because I'm cheap. But maybe we'll do a farm later tonight to help get you guys up in levels somewhere. There's my stealth. So can I put this in my normal sprint powers? Oh, no. Oh, no. It has to go into a jump. Can I put it in hurdle? I wonder if it's not showing because it's level 23. I probably need to gain a level first. Let me do that first, and then we'll try it again. You're fighting the flu? I'm sorry to hear that, Ralph. Yuck. No one likes the flu. Alright. 2 workers to rescue. Now, when you have 2 workers to rescue, chances are they're not really super close to the front, but because I don't have stealth, I'll just defeat everything on the way. It's good XP anyways. Plus, the wolves are hungry. And, you know, we don't want the wolves to be hungry now, do we? Yeah, no, the flu always sucks. Always sucks. Always, always, always. Almost as much as Office Maze. No, I'm just kidding. It sucks more than Office Mazes in City of Heroes. My wolves are just going to be there killing things while I just zip through the building. It's fine. Oh, there's a worker right there. Go get him, wolves. Alright, so that's one worker done. I'm going to take a shot in darkness. That other worker's on the other floor. So we'll go on and jump onto that. Now, one thing that people say about doing Ouroboros is you're kind of locked in now, right? If somebody wanted to join me right now in this, they would not be able to, right? So you shouldn't do Ouroboroses because, man, it's just such a, you know, it's so anti. I'm getting my ass kicked by something. Because it's so anti-grouping friendly or whatever have you. So how do you deal with that? How do you, my friends, deal with that? I will tell you how to deal with it. Have alts. There you go, have alts. So let's say I'm halfway through the story arc with this guy here, and someone wants to, you know, jump in and do something with me, and I feel bad for them, and I want to jump in and help them out too. Well, what you do is just switch to an alt. That's it. That easy. Because this mission, you can log out, and it will keep your progress. Now, maybe not in this particular mission, but I mean for your task force, for your Ouroboros, it'll keep track. So you do you, and you can come back and do this later. Ah, I'm stuck on the geometry. No. Let me turn off fly. It's generally a bad idea indoors anyways. Go get them, wolves. Go get them, birds. I just like this guy. He calls it birds, wasp. It doesn't matter. Everything gets called up. Spectral followers. It's always spectral followers. Lead worker out and rescue the last worker. Well, another reason to kill everything is you gotta lead them out anyways. Boom. I just love that. That never gets old. Heal, my wolves, heal. Now, go kill those more things over there. Make yourselves useful. A lot of AoE, by the way, in Marine Affinity. Low-level AoE, which is very nice. A lot of area buffs and debuffs. And some things that kind of do both. So it seems like a really effective early power set to me. Oh, the Rollister. See, that's how you know you're dealing with professional criminals. When they have fine names like that. FEMA worker. FEMA. Nothing in this room. No, they're going to be all the way at the end. You know they're going to be. That's just the way they're going to roll. Hello, way at the end, FEMA worker. The big hat. Yeah, the big hat is definitely a giveaway. Alright, so we got 2 workers to lead out. Probably good I don't have stealth because it can be hard to lead people out when you have stealth turned on. The real fun question is, will the AI actually keep up? So we watch them on the radar just try to navigate this horrific maze these guys have set up here in this place. I got a little crazy. People are just kind of running around. It's fine. I will say what helped me a lot with illnesses, I used to get the cold and flu every year, is just cutting way back on sugar. And to do that, we got rid of a lot of food in the house, and we cook most of our own food, you know, for the most part. So it's helped out a lot. I hardly get sick anymore, thankfully. But, of course, you always get sick once in a while. And then it always sucketh. Sucketh. I like how the AI is really struggling to figure out how to come down with me. I wonder if I can get around this corner without aggroing the bad guys. There we go. I don't even know where my wolves went. Well, they better be close by. There they are. Yeah, we got some more. We got some more people right here, wolves. Go take care of them. So we take a look at what Whitecap does. You get target AoE, cold damage, foe knockdown, minus to all the resistances. And then there's some special whatever it does on there. Inside a tide pool. I haven't quite figured out what the tide pool mechanics is, but I just press buttons. That's what I know how to do. So I think this is door number 2 out of 11. Count them 2 doors. Well, let's see. Oh, in Fault Line. Oh, yay. We get to go to another place this character probably hasn't been to yet. Fault Line. Fault Line. Talos, Kings Row. Fault Line all the way down there. Oh, boy. Well, isn't that special? Marine set is really, really cool. It's really cool. Ooh. I love the dogs, though. Their tails are wagging. And they're kind of doing this breath thing, I guess, to show you that they're upgraded, but it really looks like they're just doing, like, frost breath to me. Fault Line. And I'm sure I could find one merit around. Oh yeah, the donut one. This is always the easiest one right here. Right in the middle of the old donut hole. Grab that guy before going on to your mission. Third door, boys. Recovered the clockwork piece. Where's my... I need a map of this place. How do I get a map? How about this button right here? It always helps me to have a map. Go get them, boys. I don't need clockwork zapping me every time I take a step somewhere. Have I made a video about the map mod that you haven't used? Yeah, there's a video I have out there about how to install maps, how to install mods in City of Heroes. It's very easy, thankfully, because I'm not a modding person. I'm really not. Now, you don't need the map mod all that much, because usually the way you usually find out where the exploration badges are just by doing the exploration badge missions. They'll take you right to them. But I do find that it's handy to have. Get you through them just a little bit faster. And it kind of shows you where some of the level zones are at and stuff too. So it's a nice little plug-in. It's nice, but I wouldn't die if I didn't have it. Oh gosh, could this floor get any bigger or more convoluted? Defeat all clockwork in the office. This might be a kill-all anyways. This might be one of the kill-alls, because we know there's several kill-alls in this. And this is a big room to be killing all. Is Vidiots a thing? I don't know. What is Vidiots? Go get him, bird. Tallyhawk! Come! Oh, you stupid little cog. Go get him. That might be the maps I'm using. I am using fancy maps, but I don't know if it's officially Vidiots maps. That I could not tell you. I probably could if I looked at my mod list. But that would require a little bit of alt-tabbing out and getting a little sweaty. That's probably what I'm using. I would, you know, if it was a trivia game, I would say that sounds close to what we're probably doing here with the maps, but yeah. I don't feel like it's super necessary, just because, you know, the exploration missions lead you to the badges easily enough. The only thing you run into a problem sometimes, obviously, if you're doing certain story arcs, they'll be like, go kill 12 you know, thugs over here, and you're like, well, where are the thugs at? And that map could be helpful without Googling it up real quick, I suppose. Gear teeth, huh? Well, don't mess with gear teeth. Oh, look at those cute little gears. You know, these things are usually a pain in the ass with most archetypes, but, you know, with Minion Master, your wolves clean up those guys no problem. Yeah. Oh, I hear a beepy. I hear a beepy. I see a beepy. I see robots that need to be killed. Alright, so that's the easy part done. It's the kill all that's going to take some time here, because this place is big, complicated, convoluted. Clockwork could be everywhere and anywhere, and but I really think that in a kill-all like this, especially where sprockets can make little sprockets and everything like that, it can definitely help to have pets. Pets will help you out with that. They certainly will. Mastermind is a very fun solo class. It just really is, because it gives you the feeling of playing support and healing and buffing and debuffing and all of that, supporting a team without actually supporting a team. Hot takes, I know, right? Hot takes. Hot takes. Sometimes you don't want to deal with people. People are messy. People are drama. People, I say, are a problem. I am feeling pretty negative today, guys. Do you want to hear some negative stories? Do you want to hear some negative why I play MMO solo stories? Anybody? Does anybody want to hear one of those story times with Phil? Keep howling, wolves. Keep howling. I really like how the wolves just tear up those cogs. I mean, I really did enjoy watching my bots blast things, but also watching a pack of wolves just tear apart a bot is also pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. Right? Alright. Bag him on, dang! Alright, so I'll give you guys a good example of why this week has been one of those typical why Phil hates humanity weeks. Why Phil hates people. I love people, but I hate people. I love you guys in the community here. I will say this YouTube community, the community that's been chatting with me and talking back and forth has been very positive. There's been a couple of sarcastic negative nillies and whatever have you, and I was just sarcastic right back to them because I can do that. But the vast majority of you have been very positive, even if you don't always agree with my perfect opinions. You guys have been pretty good overall. But the in like grouping with people and stuff like that, it can be a little frustrating. Beasts are really strong single target damage. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of seeing that. Now, robots don't have a lot of AoE to them, but their damage doesn't quite feel, at least right now, my early impression is, and I've only got 3 of the 6 beasts total, and I already feel like they're doing some pretty darn good damage. Now, to be fair, I slotted them fully for damage. 3 red damage is no problem. But there's a sprocket up there, boys. Go get them. But it's some pretty good stuff. All right. So I'll start with like we'll start with the so do any of you play Clash of Clans, or have you played Clash of Clans in the past? And that mission is done. Yay. That's door number 3, I believe. I think we're at 3. So now we're going to door 4. We're just gonna take down Clockwork, this time in Steel Canyon, which I believe I have Steel Canyon unlocked on this character. Just gonna put that down so I don't forget. Alright, we'll fly over to there. One of my MMA beast nature, been too long since I started a new character, took me this long just to set up my UI layout. You can save your UI layout. Once you get to a place that you like it, you can save it, and then it'll carry forward to other characters and the such. So, in Clash of Clans, I have a family member that's playing Clash of Clans, so I usually engage in it for them. I enjoy it a little bit, or at least I used to, but, you know, it's definitely gotten long in the tooth for me a long time ago. And whatnot. But I basically do it to play with them and have fun with, you know, and have something to talk about. But man, I get kicked out of clans. You know, like I'll join a clan, supposed to be a casual clan. I don't want a hot and sweaty clan, and then I'll get kicked out. And they don't tell you why. They don't tell you why. I might have missed a war attack because I got busy. I don't think so. Maybe I attacked the wrong guy during war. I don't know. I'm not donating enough, I guess. I don't know. I donate when I'm on there. But you just come in and boom, you're gone. No explanation, no discussion, no let's talk to him first and see if he realizes what he's doing might be a problem. No. Because it's the internet, it's just easier to kick people off rather than have a conversation. So that was the first thing. The second thing was I came on to some mission earlier today. And I said, hey, I said in chat, does anybody want to run, you know, a low-level Ouro? You need to be these low levels to play with me because I'm going to be doing, you know, some stuff, some Ouro. And you get these mini merit rewards, which is worth 500,000 or 1,000,000 influence. And the guy joins up. We start running it. And he says, "Oh, this is really low level. I'm at," and he's gone before I got to say anything else about anything after that. And it's like, wow, you get good experience and you get merits regardless, right? And it wasn't that like, it wasn't like a level 50 playing a level 7. So when you exemplar down, you get to keep your powers up to 5 levels above the exemplar level. So if you exemplar down to 9, you get to keep your powers up to level 14. So if you're level 17, you're not missing that many powers, you know, that type of thing. So it was a little frustrating for me. And there we go. That I think is level 20. It's level something like that. Level 20, I believe. So I just felt like I wasted my time, even though I thought I was pretty clear on that. And you know, people don't do a lot of Ouros, so they don't really know what they're getting into. They don't know what questions they ask. They don't know how to handle them. It's pretty funny. But there's this huge part of the game that's completely ignored by most of the community. It's a shame. It's a real shame. I think people should be running Ouros all the time. Go Ouros, right? Keep those wolves nice and fortified. The ultimate attack. Now, if I had stealth, I could just go right to the end and get this done more quickly, but we'll take a few minutes and just kill everything and then see if I can equip that stuff. Actually, I could probably see if I could equip it now, actually. No, I have to level up first. I think I have to level up first. Man, there are a lot of cogs in here. Come on, guys. We got a lot more cogs to clog out. Unclog the cogs. Let's go unclog those clogs. Eventually, we'll tear up all the little mechanizations, gear from gear. I like watching them fight. Like, I don't know if any other... I just like to watch them fight. It's just fun. Go get them, boys. Yeah, they take down that guy, no problem. Little gears all over the place. And there we go. Mission 4 is done. Alright, next one is Mission 5. For that, we're going to Skyway. Now, I don't think I have Skyway on this character, so Skyway could probably be done for Ouro, but I'm not 100% sure on that. We are what? We are almost at the halfway point for all of our juicy merits. So many merits. Oh, Skyway. This Skyway. I've been here before. Like how the dog tails wag. Let's mosey on over. Oh, I should train. I almost forgot all about that. Oh, the trainer's another half-mile away. Good thing I 3-slotted flying. Remember, that's the most important thing you can do in this game. Alright, so brine coats an enemy with an extremely selenited layer of deep brine that reduces your foe resistance to damage and maximum hit points. If Shifting Tides is active, it'll consume up to 3 stacks upon use to reduce its base recharge by 15 seconds per stack. Huh, so this is 25 minus 89 maximum hit points for 1 minute, which is not shabby at all. Yeah, I don't know. All of these are just sound like good support powers, but I'll do brine for now because it's the highest one. All right, a free tailor session. I just pay for them. So 60, what did I say? How many merit rewards was it? It was over 50. 55? Which arc is this? This is the very important, this is the old positron one I've been told is called the New Recruits. It is worth, according to my notes, it's 11 missions worth 66 merits. 66 merits. So we're going to find out. We're sciencing this out live on stream. We'll see how long it takes. And as you can see, I'm not really rushing. So we're going to get a good, honest time out of this. Yeah, 66 merit rewards. And I'm a terrible hero. I almost never stay slot fly. Yeah, you are. Yeah, no, you got to get fly with 3 slots in it, my friend. That you're just not a real hero if you don't. Okay, let me see if I can enhance my powers now with... I can. All right, so we can put this Unbounded Leap Stealth into Sprint. So as I'm sprinting around, I'm kind of stealthy. So that's good. All right. Now... this is one of those where I could probably just go to the end type of thing. The thing is, these wolves will, like, aggro everything. And this is a big-ass maze. So we're just going to dismiss them. Bye, kitties. And then we're going to activate Run. And now we're kind of stealth. Now, remember what I told you guys before. This is Walmart stealth. And this could be a very dumb move on my part, especially in these caves. So if I die, that was a conscious decision. That looks like a hole I can go into, but it is not. And sure enough, I've already been caught. Wow. Do we love caves or what, guys? Caves. Yay, caves. Woo, disorienting caves. Yays. I'm going to put Athletic Run with this just to run even faster. As I try to work my way down to the... Good grief, this geography is what's going to be that gets me killed. Ouch. Ouch. Caves are the superheroes. Now, I know that my target is probably in this one here, so we'll go ahead and pull out the pets now. But that's pretty much how you use stealth to kind of, you know, if you're trying to get through your things kind of fast, that's how you would do it, right? And there goes Tarsus. All right. I don't know if that's our chief mage or not, but you know, he's got a weird name, so maybe we're lucky there. I do hear a glowy. And I see a glowy. And I also see some spectral followers up there, so I'll send the wolves after them. And I'll come down here and get this glowy while the wolves keep him busy. One of the nice things about being a mastermind is you can get glowies and kill bad guys at the exact same time. Oh, I think my wolves have found something that I didn't even know existed. I swear he just like zipped up to somewhere. Oh, there it is. Spectral follower. There we go. That mission's that easy. So stealth helped us really cut some minutes out of that, guys, right? So if you see these long task forces, you worry about how long they're going to take. Sometimes you can cut some time out just by doing a little bit of stealth. So I have to return to Positron and Steel Canyon. I can't just call them up on the phone. That would just be way too easy. And so, I guess I'll long-range teleport to Steel Canyon. Oh, I hope... Are you guys as excited about getting 66 merits as I am? Alright, how much is 66 merits worth? Let's see here. Did I show him the book? I gotta deliver the book to Atlas now. Atlas Park. Yippee-ki-yay. That can be done through Ouroboros real quick. So the old calculator says... 150,000 times 66 is nearly 10 million influence. This mission right here essentially gives you what you need for Team Teleporter. Or could buy you 2 Luck of the Gamblers. People wonder why I say stop doing newspaper missions. Stop it. Just stop. I know people got upset when I said that. It was controversial. How dare you, Phil? How dare you tell us not to enjoy the game the way we want? And I'm like, you know what? If you're really not worried about money, you do you. Maybe I should have put a qualifier on that. If you care about money, because you need to gear up your character eventually. You need to be doing story arcs. First 5 merits? Yeah, nice. Right, that'll get you some money right there. 9 to 10 million for doing this story arc. We're on mission 6 now, so I'm at the halfway point. And it's only been about, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. It's a long one to be sure. It's a long one, but you're getting lots of XP on the way. I've already gained over a level, and I didn't have a lot of patrol XP or whatever it's called. Alright, so we got to go back to Skyway City. And I could probably just mission teleport to that mission directly. Meow! Later on tonight, one of the things I had on my to-do list was to show you guys how to do costume changes with macros. Let's see what this mission says when we get in here. Stop Dr. Morabian and his minions to recover any evidence. Now, this could be a kill-all. It sounds like one of those missions that turns into a kill-all, right? But you can always just go to the end and work your way back there and find out, find out for yourself the fun way. At least this is a pretty straight, easy forward office to get back through. Hopefully it's only 2 floors. We could always hope. Nope. Not our day. Not our luckiness. Oh, big packs of mobs. Wow. Makes me wish I was playing a blaster. That was a juicy pack there. That was so big. Oh my gosh, there's 4 floors. What the literal hell? Excuse me, boys. Just don't even ignore me. If I walk past you really fast, you won't see me, right? John Cena, you can't see me. Pulling a John Cena on you. Oh, thank goodness 4 floors is the max. All right. Have any of you guys seen one of these with 5 floors in it? Because that would just be insane. All right. I always get a little worried about things like right around the corner here because I have been killed too many times as squishy coming around some of those corners here. I'm going to clear out this whole room here. Everything can die. I see a glowy there anyways. Yeah, I don't understand what the whole brine pool thing is about. Someone will have to explain that one for me. Alright, good job, boys. Good jobs. We got more things to kill. Teliok! Lots of minus defense and resistance in this set, so... we're really good at tearing things up. Grab this evidence here. Clue found! Now stop Dr. Oh, there he is right there. Go get him, wolves. They're always at the last room in the end. And there we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, boys and girls. Mission 6 done. Time for mission 7. Collect info for positron. Oh, we got to run errands. Now this happens sometimes with some of these things. You'll have to go and talk to whoever and whatnot. And this can be absolutely a titch and a titch of a pain in the ass, so to speak. Where am I on this menu? I will fly to the tram, I suppose. It's King's Row. My teleporter's down. I don't think Ouroboros goes to it, so I'll just fly over to the tram real quick. And this is why real men 3-slot fly. In case there was any doubts. And away we go. See Paula. Get the feeling Paula's like right around here because the doohickey's kind of going a little mad. There she is. All right, now we got to go back to Atlas Park. Well, I was gonna say I could do a portal, but then again, it's the tram's literally right here. You do get a little running around with these, I'm not going to lie. You do get to run around a titch. But for 66 merits, it is worth it. I do wonder if any of you in the chat are going to still defend radio missions, which sadly give you none of this juicy, delicious merit reward goodness. Let's see. It says see her. She might be inside the building. That's actually fairly common with these types of missions, to get inside the building and get her in there. Maybe that's why the waypoint's, you know, pointing to the building. Alright, return to Positron and Steel Canyon. And I don't suppose this is like where I just call them up on the phone. No, they want you to take your candy ass to Steel Canyon. Steel Canyon, see in north, south, I can never remember. She is a very busy woman. How you doing, Week USA? How's everything going? Or Weak Sauce, USA, Weak Sauce. It's all good. You having fun tonight? You doing something cool and interesting? We're on mission 7 of 11 for Positron 1, the old task force. This is worth 66 merit rewards. That is roughly 10 million influence of merit rewards. She's constantly getting, yeah, well, you know. She does like to do that. So people think you only can do those big, long, sweaty task force to get the really good merit rewards. There are tons of really, really good merit rewards right here in Ouroboros. You can do this by yourself. You can do this with a good duo that you like. There are all kinds of ways that you can do this right here in the game. In Ouroboros. Alright, did you guys kill all these disgusting whatever these things are? Alright, there we go. I'm gonna try to stealthily in without putting my wolves away and see how far I get with that idea. Yeah, you don't really need to stealth in this one because everything's kind of like right around here. This is a pretty cramped place, so we're going to have lots of enemies here. We're going to have lots of chances to use our marine AoE powers to debuff them. Don't mind me, boys. Oh yeah, that just looks like a hot and sweaty mess for those guys. Here you go, wolves. There's a little love from Papa. Did I ever get to color the doggles? The doggles? You mean the goggles? You want me to color my character's goggles, maybe? You know, I just whipped this character up really quick and I didn't even really refine his look. I don't think this is going to be the final look for this character, but I definitely wanted to play him more before I finalized his look. This guy's name is literally Ulcer. That's what kind of bad guy he is. No, you're a real jerk if you name yourself Ulcer. Those things are painful. Here, BP. Here, BP. Eye trial badge runs earlier. Ah, badge, bleh. Bleh. Badge items. What do badges... Badges, what are they good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. I know. I'm a hater. If they're for accolades and you really want the accolade on your character, that's the one thing I think badges are good for. But I've never really felt that in my characters are worth that kind of commitment just yet. I've been thinking about maybe, though, doing that, since we've been talking about it so much, doing that one on the villain side where you get the, where you can get the, accolade to get the extra 5% health. But the hardest part on that one is opening up the contact so that you can go back to the old radio or newspaper mission, bank heist, so you can hit the thing. So that looks really like, I don't know if I'll ever go around putting that much time into one character for a whopping extra 5% health. 5% health only comes in handy when you die, and that extra 5% would have helped you live. So I don't know if I think that much that means so much. I mean, my character is actually psycho. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the invader badge, right. I hear a beepy, but I don't see a beepy. Oh, it's right there behind them. Oh, my wolf's dying. Uh-oh. Need more wolves. I like turn away for a second, and suddenly they're having a health issue. Usually they just handle these guys no problem, but maybe they need a little more support than I thought they did. What are they attacking now? Oh, there's another one up here. Alright. If you guys are done playing with your food. The four... Well, I mean, but now you're talking about stacking all four. You know what kind of investment that is? In time to get all 4 accolades? One accolade... So one accolade by itself requires a lot of work. So much so... It's not that I don't think 5% is completely insignificant. But it's not worth the effort, in my opinion, based on all the things I have to do to do that one. It's just a lot of effort that I'm not going to see that much of a difference on most of my characters. Now, if I do a whole bunch of these, if you told me that there's 3 others, and I don't know if those other ones are harder or not, but assuming they were at the same difficulty, that's a lot of effort to get 20% more health. Now, that's definitely significant, but it's a lot of work. I don't know if I would be... if I really loved a tune. If I really loved a tune, I was going to do high-end content, 4-star content, 8x4... You know, I'm playing that one tune that much, then yes, I would probably figure out how to get that done. But it seems like a lot of work. And I'm saying this as somebody who's doing a 6... What is this? We're a 66 badge, whatever. Which, speaking of, we're up to mission 8 now, right? If I'm not mistaken. Perez Park. Visit 3 doohickeys. Yeah, like, with the incarnates, it's like, for me, the incarnates is just something that happens. I don't ever try to grind incarnate, right? If I really like a tune, I'm playing them so much, eventually I'll get the XP and everything that I need to start slotting their incarnate powers without worrying about it too much. I never like to think of it much as a grind. And I think I've got one character that has maybe 3, because I do play a number of alts, right? And I am playing a lot of different characters. And even the favorite character that I have isn't fun enough over that many hundreds of hours that I don't want to go and play something else, right? Like, it's a competition, I suppose, between my characters. And some characters are more entertaining than others for longer periods of time, to be sure. But, yeah. But I've never really stuck with them. And I play other games. I know this is hard to believe, but I do like to play other games too. So I don't want to sell... I don't want to sell my soul to City of Heroes. I really, really do enjoy it. But I enjoy for me personally, I enjoy the diversity of characters. I couldn't imagine sticking with one long enough. I kind of feel like if I was the kind of player that was wired for sticking with 1 or 2 characters and doing a lot of in-game progression stuff, I do feel like there are titles that do that better, such as World of Warcraft. And something just hit me with stop flying. World of Warcraft has very, very interesting in-game progression, especially with the new delve system that they got. I really enjoy the delve system. So one of the things I really like about City of Heroes is that you can bump up the difficulty, right? So if you feel like your character's all that, you got them well geared out, you can keep bumping up the difficulty and getting better rewards as you go along. What World of Warcraft does is it does that but better with the delves. So as you work up through the delve levels, you're not just going to get tougher enemies with more hit points or anything like that, and this is definitely a kill-all, but you're going to get enemies with different mechanics, tougher mechanics, right? You're gonna start be learning how to do some of the raid mechanics through those single player bosses and whatnot. And then you're gonna get better gear, which will give you, the ability to do more hot and sweaty stuff. So I think that's deeper than City of Heroes. Hey, you can just make the numbers go higher on the bad guys. Now, don't get me wrong, I love City of Heroes. But City of Heroes didn't have a lot of development into its end game, so that's why we have the saying out there that City of Heroes doesn't like your traditional end game. So the end game in City of Heroes is really what you make of it, and it's cool if your idea of an end game is you just want to focus on a character, get them all the accolades, and make them the best 8x4 person they could be, or 4-star with your friends. That's an option, and it's a valid option. It's not for me, but it's very valid. If you want to make a PvP character and make the best PvP character ever, I had a couple old guildies who did that, then you do that. That's your end game. Reminds me a lot of Minecraft. People will watch me play Minecraft and they're like, what is the point of Minecraft? What is the point? Like, there's no quest, there's no nothing. And I was like, it's what you want it to be. For me, it was just building a big castle with my name at the top that I could see from a mile away. I know, very mature. I'm not a mature person in video games. Yeah, have you been checking out Turtle WoW? I'd be a little... I'm always too worried to try out those unofficial servers, though, given that, Because hasn't Blizzard really been going hard after Turtle, too? I mean, wasn't that in the news that they were really pressing them hard? And I don't know whatever came of that, or if that's still ongoing. But I'll be honest, I had friends who were in Homecoming way before I ever was. But I wouldn't put any major time into it because I didn't want to find out that they got a cease and desist from NCSoft. And by the way, NCSoft, one of the few cool people out there, is like, you know what, you can go ahead and keep doing it. You got our blessing. One of the reasons I support Guild Wars and play Guild Wars. Thank you, NCSoft. It's my thank you to NCSoft. I pay them money. I absolutely pay them money. Yeah, absolutely. There is no point. That's the point. You're absolutely right. Yeah, with City of Heroes, you have to come into this understanding it's not your traditional end game. If you only play MMOs for the end game, and you only like the more traditional end games that you see in games like Final Fantasy XIV and World of Warcraft and stuff, City of Heroes is just not a good fit for you, and that's okay. Everyone should be able to enjoy their free time how they want. I have a different opinion, but that's okay. We all have to. I still love you like a brother. I have blessed and loved family members and friends who have different opinions on video games, on TV shows, on politics, even on religion, which I think is the most important thing of all, is your faith. But you know what? I still respect them. I still love them. Even if I'm the only person in the family who's 100% right 100% of the time. It is hard. It's a burden. It's a burden that I bear. It is really difficult. All of my tunes are min-max gods, and I never run difficult content. I solo spread the weekly. You solo spread the weekly. What do you mean solo spread the weekly? Now, I will say, some of that does appeal to me. Somebody asked me would I ever do would I ever put on the better gear on my characters and really try to maximize them better. And I said normally I just fail to see the point on one hand. On one hand, if I maximize my gear just so I can do what? So, because right now you can go up to level 50 and just, honestly, let's be honest, you can go up to level 50 with standard IOs, no set bonuses, and some classes still solo fairly well, no problem, right? And then with standard set bonuses from even cheap sets, they're practically untouchable. So part of my argument is like, what? So I'm going to go and buy these more expensive set bonuses and really min-max so that I can up the difficulty level. So then my numbers went up from the min-maxing. The enemy numbers go up from me upping the difficulty levels. Numbers go burr. Blah. To me, that's one of the most boring forms of RPG. And again, I'll give credit where credit's due. I'm not the biggest WoW fan, but I give credit where credit's due. The delves do more than that. As your numbers go up and you push higher content, you're playing with bigger and deeper mechanics. But I will say the one thing that would tempt me to press on my characters further is just being able to have it set to 8, like 5 players, 6 players, 7 players, and watching my blaster just blast away huge mountains of enemies by themselves. Now that is awesome to me because I play this game for its power fantasy. I played the game to feel powerful. You don't get that in a lot of MMOs. You don't get that in World of Warcraft, in my opinion. You're always struggling. Whereas in this game, yeah, here's a whole bunch of guys up here. These guys ain't going to touch me because I got these powerful wolves in my back, and then I'm going to use water powers to, like, soak them all down and da-da-da-da-da-da. You know? Weak Sauce says, I've dabbled in 4-star, but it's just exhausting. Yeah, I like being OP, I guess. Yeah, that's what I think you and I would agree, Weak Sauce. Like, I could see min-maxing some of my characters some more and putting some better gear eventually, more incarnate powers on them eventually, just so I can go in and crank it up maybe to times 8. I probably won't do a lot of +2 or anything. Why? But times 8, where I can just watch them wreck huge ragdoll physics. Like, it's going to be like one of my Muso games, like Dynasty Warriors, right? That's a lot of fun. To me, that's a lot of fun. My most played character does nothing but Hamadan raids? That doesn't sound like fun. And that's your most played character? So what, you're just spending your entire time on the game doing Hamadan raids? Is that the big glowing circle thing? That fight seems so boring to me. I hate that fight. It's one of the reasons I don't do task forces anymore. I hate bullshit mechanics too. This feels like Star Wars The Old Republic. So is that MMO, does that make you feel powerful like this game does? Because that's one of the things I really like about this game. And there's a lot of things I like about World of Warcraft. The feeling powerful, sadly, is not on the list. Like here, and you know, and this guy's taking it kind of easy, but I mean, you guys have seen like my water blaster, storm summoning corruptor that's just constantly knocking things up into the air, knocking them over, blowing them back, you know, doing all the thing, and it's just so much fun. So much fun. And that mission is done. Yeah, the giant amoeba, dude. First of all, it's not even an interesting enemy. It's a giant amoeba. But then there's the whole bullshit mechanics. I wasted so much time because we're like, oh, we got to make sure we have this character. Oh, we got to make sure we have this character. We have to coordinate that. You got to have the hold. You got to have whatever. And then you get there and you get all the way to them after like whatever. And someone's like, oh, yeah, you know, we can't beat him. Like, wait, why aren't you holding him? I'm trying to hold him, but nothing, you know, but we're not doing any damage. Oh, it's because he doesn't technically have hold. He has immobilized, and he thought that was a hold. And I'm like, that's not the same thing. And now you've wasted everyone's time because there's a bullshit mechanic that says we can't touch this guy if he's not exactly held. Ugh. That's exhausting to me. And smack them around, most crops in 2 to 5, just like this. Well, Marty, thank you for sharing that with me because I have been, you know, in the back of my head, you know, one of those bucket list things. If I live long enough and I can retire, I've been thinking about checking out the Old Republic. I heard that it has really, really good story, and one of the reasons I'm doing Guild Wars 2 is because it has a pretty good story, at least later on. So I am a sucker for a good story, and you know, it was really funny, as somebody said, in the argument about whether or not there should be merit rewards for doing bank robberies. And a guy said no, because then no one would do the story missions and get all the rich, deep lore. And I'm like, look, guys, you know I love City of Heroes. But I'll be honest with you guys, I do not play City of Heroes for the story. It's not for lack of trying. We beat Hamadon 3 times about 30 minutes every night. Oh, God bless your heart. So what do you get for beating him 3 times every night? And if you're just joining us, welcome. I'm on mission number 9 of the old Positron Task Force that you can do solo through Ouroboros, or you can do it with a friend or a couple of friends for 66 reward merits, which by my math is close to 10 million influence worth. Oh, I think somebody's at my door. Kitty? Kitty cat? Boy? Storylines are the real reason to play the Old Republic. They have 8 of them depending on... Yeah, and I did some research too. I'm aware of the 8 different things. I know there's tier list on which ones have the best stories too, and I watched some of those videos. Knowing that the physics and the game mechanics are very much like this, where they make you feel really powerful, is definitely a selling point for me, because I really do feel like take for example, like in City of Heroes, you can play a controller and literally lock down 5 and 10 mobs at a time, no problem. Tell me one other MMO that comes close to that, right? Can you tell me one? Like, ugh. Oh, so you take an HO and then merits. I see. Yeah, that could be a quick and easy farm, I suppose. Come on, get it back up there, cat. Would you guys like to see a kitty cat? Is it time for cat cam? Cat cam, party time, excellent cat cam. It's cat cam, party time, excellent cat cam. Cat says hi. Hi. Cat cam. Meow. Meow meow, cat cam. Alright, cat cam time's over. Back for more hot and sweaty kill the bad guys action, right? Go get him, boys. We got to kill everything in the base. It's a kill all. So yeah. So there's not too many MMOs that really want to make you feel powerful. I love Muso games, right? And if you don't know, those are your Dynasty Warriors games, Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors, and the such. A lot of those spin-off games that Koei Tecmo has done. I love those games. They make you feel powerful. Earth Defense Force. I'm taking on hordes of aliens at the same time. Oh, there's a cog in the middle of all this. That's fun. That's awesome. I may die. But as long as I'm winning, I feel pretty darn powerful, because I'm literally going up against, hundreds at a time. Oh, I see. Okay. We got one big ass room to clear out up here. I wonder if you can close that door again. Like, no, I don't want it. Yeah. Look at that guy. He's just over there in the corner. Yeah, no, we're sorry. Yeah. You just outnumbered there, buddy. And heal them all up. Whoa. Oh, the real fun's down here. Oh, jeez. I hate this place with all of its damn mother effing holes. Get him, boys. Alright. Now, who else wants some? There's all kinds of guys in this room. This room's like a buffet of bad guys. Hawk! I love the bird. The bird is awesome. Go! Tip found. We do love our tips. Good to do alignment missions in between story arcs. Never hurts. More reward merits for everybody. Go get them, wolves. Eventually, they'll get up there to those bad guys. Eventually. Uh-oh. One of the wolves. Wolf down. I repeat, wolf down. Now, if you ever have a wolf go down, boys and girls, just make sure you throw in an extra one. There's only like a 5-second recharge timer on summon animals, so you got plenty of backup there if you need it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Have you guys even seen me break a sweat yet with any of this stuff? Now, I might be singing a different tune if we get to an elite boss, but... Alright, we got those gears right there. Got some more guys over here. Go get them, boys. So let's see here. Which one of you were saying the Old Republic? One of the nice things about Mastermind is I can actually read your comments and like play at the same time. So, Marty, sounds like you've played a number of MMOs before. Which one is your favorite and why? And anybody can answer this question if they want. Anybody can jump in and chat. It is a community effort. Alright. Is there more? Is there more bad guys? We have to defeat a ball, and I don't see... I don't think I see any more in this room, but I don't know if I missed some in the other room. No, maybe we need to go look at the other rooms. So our question for the moment, what is your favorite MMO and why? What is your favorite MMO and why? Let's see, I didn't think that I left stragglers behind in this dungeon, but you never know. I'm gonna check all the nooks and crannies again. You gotta love the kill-alls where you're just not sure where the last one is at. This really isn't a complicated dungeon layout except for that end room. I mean, this is the room that could throw you off, because it's multiple floors and things could be hiding in the crevasses. And then there's this air. Oh, I think I see something. Go get them. Literally 4 floors in one over here. City of Heroes. City of Heroes wasn't made to be balanced. It was made to be fun. Followed distantly by WoW. When was the last time you played WoW, Richard? And what did you like about it? And what do you like about City of Heroes? What keeps you coming back to COH? Because clearly, you know, COH is anything but a polished experience. Ooh, level up. All right, so we've got a red guy somewhere in the vicinity here. He could be at a higher level. He could be at a low. Oh gosh, there's a 5th floor to this place. Oh, speaking of jank, I don't know how they could make this place more complicated. This is the kind of stuff that drives your new person crazy when he's soloing. How would, you know, we all know about this kind of shenanigans inside and out. We've done this enough times. And there we go. All right, so we are up to mission 10. Defeat all villains in the sewer. Oh wow, we don't have to. You don't even have to turn that in. Now I could go and level up, but that's just going to give me a few more slots. So I think I can skip it for now. Wow, for the friends who sadly no longer play much. Save here for the great community and the laid-back soloing experience. Very interesting. Do you think that WoW has a lot of good soloing into this day? They've been making it more and more solo friendly. I'm sure. Well, when was the last time you played it? That's a good question. We'll start off with that before I tell you more. You might already know. Go get them, wolves. Go get him, bird. Tally ho! And Turbo join RP gear. It's fun as hell. We are trolls. We have beef with the other human guild, and they have PvP events with each other. The guild lords have a whole storyline. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds very involved. That's awesome. It's great that you found a group of people that will do that and do that again. So you do have a pretty good group over there. Early battle for Azeroth. Nowadays, what they have is the war bands, right? So all of your alts are basically a war band, and they've made it easier than ever to like do cross progression on things like reputation. Everything. It's just everything's war band bound now, right? So it's just whoever in your war band's doing it all counts. It all counts. So you can play whatever characters you want, and it all counts. When you log in the screen, all of your characters are sitting there around a campfire now, so it feels like they're family. What I've heard is that possibly what they could be doing next is setting the game up to where you can run dungeons with your alts. Because right now you can run some dungeons with basically NPCs, with basically bots. So yeah, imagine, if you will, that those bots were your other characters. They could level up in the dungeons with you. Wouldn't that be insane? Now, you can already do this in a game. Let's see if anybody can name this. There is an MMO where you can actually do this exact same thing. We'll see if any of you can get it. Like Vanillas and Vigilantes, right up your alley. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It is super fun. That poor wolf has had better days there that's in the yellow. Try to keep him a little healed there. I was wondering if I should just keep healing on autocast. Let me try that for a bit, just autocast healing. You're absolutely right. Dugout gets it right on the nose, right? Dugout is right. GW1 will let you take your alts and form a party with them. I think City of Heroes and Guild Wars 1 are both ahead of time for two different reasons. I think Guild Wars 1 for allowing you to take your own party members into a dungeon with you, basically through adventures, and just run around with the characters you've created and leveled up and everything and unlock skills on. And I think City of Heroes was the first game I ever played, and a lot of games didn't do this afterwards, sadly, but they're just now figuring out maybe this is a good thing, which had adjustable difficulty scaling. You get to pick, you know, how far you want to push the content to get the rewards you want to get, which I think is awesome. I think it's awesome. Now, WoW has been doing that lately with the Delves, but, you know, City of Heroes was doing this a long time earlier. It's more primitive in City of Heroes because it's just a flat-up number scaling. Whereas World of Warcraft does introduce new mechanics and stuff as you go higher and higher up. But I think it's pretty cool. Are you guys in Turtle WoW worried about what's been going on in the news? Is that something that could affect you? Let's see where my pet's at here. Oh, well, you know what? They're just going to go and attack other things. So here we go, boys. We're in it we're in it to win this. This is like playing with some of those party members that do rush ahead of you. Oh, and there goes one of the wolves already. They got a little too Leroy Jenkins on me there, so we're going to need to call up we're going to need to call up those replacements lickety split. We, you know, somebody said that they were having a little problem controlling their melee minions from getting a little too crazy. I think we're seeing an example of that right there. Oh, I'm out of endurance because I'm sitting here flying and all this other shiz. So that's on me. Alright, so that's kind of one of the worst situations you get into as a mastermind. And even that, I don't think I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off running away trying to get a breath of fresh air or anything like that like I would on a stalker or a blaster if I got into a bad situation. This is why I rate those lower, guys. I mean, you just saw how easily that was a hairy situation. That was legitimately a hairy situation there, but what do? You call up more wolves. It's really that simple. That's all you do. You've been a comic book superhero geek since you were a kid. I started playing D&D, but switched to Champions. V&V as soon as I learned about them. When Sea Heroes came out for the first time, it was the first time you played an MMO. Awesome. And now you're back. You're back with us. You're coming back home to Homecoming, right? So I'm on mission 10, so hopefully this will be over shortish. So we could either do if anybody wants to join, particularly if they want to join in voice and chit chat with me, we could definitely do a little Ouro together and earn some merit rewards. Or I could show you guys the costume changing stuff. I do get questions on that sometimes, like how do you set up macros to make your character be able to switch outfits. If you see my videos, you see me do that with the characters sometimes, but they'll make a little announcement and do like some sort of explosion or something to turn into their superhero persona. Freezer Burn puts himself into a block of ice and then crashes out of it in his superhero outfit. Defeat all villains in the substation at Perez Park. Well, I don't mind if I do. Let's go to Perez. Oh, of course, I'm like teleporting over, and it's way too son of a gun. Again, this is what separates the min-maxers from the wannabes. Okay, min-maxers like me have 3 slots in fly, so you can get to that mission right away. That's the secret right there. I've not been on a couple of years. Working life made it tough sometimes. Been wanting to get load my computer again. Do you have a Homecoming login? I mean, it's easy to get that reset as long as you got access to the email address. All these are pretty easy to reset if it's on Homecoming. It's pretty easy to get into and stuff. I don't know if this is truly the last mission or not. I guess we'll find out one way or the other. Yeah. It worked till 8 p.m.? Uh-oh. 8 p.m. What time zone, though? You gotta give time zones, Dugout. Get him, wolves. Abominations. Oh, Pacific time. Oh, yeah, you are in there kind of late. Where can you guys this game? Can you get it on Steam? Hey, Cofaxial, you do not get it on Steam. In fact, I'll show you exactly where to get it. Because this is a private server, so they don't have it on Steam. They do not, they do not, they do not. You can get it right here by following the directions right here. There you go. And you don't have to buy it. It's free. It's completely free. Yay, free. Woo! Right? Yeah, no problem. And we have a server. It's in the description if you want to join our Discord server. We're always helping new players. I got a ton of videos here. Look at the playlist. You know? So you can take a look. So there is that. Hold on a second. Sorry, I got distracted there. All right, free for the win. Yeah, yeah. Where are you on the map? You mean like the map? Sorry, I'm a little logged. I was I got distracted, and then there's always a delay with the YouTube feed and stuff. So you always have to give a little bit more context. But I am doing, for those of you just joining, I am doing, it's called the New Recruits in Ouroboros, and it's actually the original Positron Task Force. And because it's Ouroboros, it's balanced for one player, or however many players you bring in. And then you can come in. This is 66 merit rewards. It's 11 missions according to my notes, 66 rewards, merits, which is worth about 10 million influence almost. So we're just doing this together and having a good time. Yeah, I'm that little green guy there in the upper right hand corner, right up there, right on the map. Yeah, you can see me on the map on that little green arrow. My pets do not show up on the map, but I do. So you'll see me zipping around. This is a kill all mission, so I do have to go out of my way and make sure I kill all the bad guys. Now, some of you may know that I have it on, one of my little goals in life is to do every Ouroboros task force. Well, Ouroboros story arc, I should call them. They're not technically task forces, though they're structured a lot like task forces. And I take notes on all of them, and I'm working on a spreadsheet that I'll eventually release to the community. What part of the city? I'm in Perez Park right now. I'm in Perez Park. But I'm in this this dungeon part here, this part of the task force. So I guess I'm really in an instance at the moment. Go get them, doggies. Yay! Look at them go. Good boys. Who doesn't like Mastermind? Who doesn't like Mastermind? Look at them go. Get them, dogs. Rawr. They're just fun watching them. They just have at it. Really bad at actually healing them up, though. Yeah, so there are a couple of ranged, I believe the demons and the bots are ranged, and I think everything else is melee. And normally, I'd like to play a lot of ranged characters. Now, in MMOs I've played in the past, when there is like a mastery mind type, pet class, there's not always ranged options. And that's okay. I'm okay if my minions are melee because they're meat shields anyways, and it doesn't mean I have to be close to the enemies. But in City of Heroes, it can sometimes get into trouble when your melee guys go chasing after an enemy and it aggroes other things. So you do have to sometimes keep an eye on them. I don't honestly keep an eye on them, and yeah, I get in trouble. Well, I got kind of into a little bit of a titch there in that last mission, but nothing horrible. I didn't have to take any big steps there other than resummon the wolves that died. Yep, he's Juggernaut and Atlas. There you go. So we're going to sick those wolves after Mortificator there, and I don't think that wolf's going to last much longer. There we go. Yeah, I don't like the wolves being halfway dead, but bots and mercs. Bots and mercs. Aren't the demons also ranged? Yeah, I forgot about the mercs. It's the chase that screwed me today. I got ran out over unexpected aggro came after me. Yeah, I mean, you do have to keep a little bit of an eye on them if they're chasing after a range. You know, even bots will start going in after somebody if their target's getting away. So you do have to pay a little bit of attention to the pets. But what you do, if you really are running in that problem a lot, just put your heal command or whatever in your number 1 or 2 slot, so you can easily pull them back. So I normally, as you can see here on my screen, my number 1 power is to have them attack. Because to me, that's my primary attack power, is them, right? So I always keep them in number 1. I haven't really put my heal command or anything in number 2 because I personally haven't run into much of an issue with it. It happens once in a blue moon, I suppose, and then I call that gameplay. I call that a YouTube moment. Yeah. Demons are short range? Okay, alright. Ninjas are pretty ranged? Oh, okay, alright. Interesting. Interesting. Well, you're getting to see something unusual. Something unusual. Phil playing something that even smells like melee, so relish it while you can. You won't see it too often. Oh, we got another elevator up because of course we do. Eep. Kablooey! I'm here to support my pookie dogs. I wonder when I get more wolves. I need more. I feel like I should get more soon. Maybe when I level up next. Oh! Oh gosh, what happened there? Oh goodness gracious. Oh gosh, back up boys. That hurt. Boy, that was a little cray-cray. Oh, well, we could team up maybe after I get done with this mission. If you want to join me in voice, I'm on Discord. Or on this, I have to finish this task force, right? Well, I could log out and do a different character. So we talked about that earlier on the show today. So one of the big, when you talk to somebody like, why are you doing what's it called, the radio missions instead of doing Ouroboros missions? The Ouroboros missions pay a much better reward, much better. And one of the arguments you'll get is, if somebody wants to join you in the middle of something, they cannot. They cannot. So it's anti-fun if you're doing a long one, which I picked a long one, though I'm supposed to be close to the end. Why are they not attacking? Get up there and attack. What do you guys need, a written invitation? Now, my answer to that earlier today was, you can always switch to one of your... For one, you could quit what you're doing so far. You haven't lost the XP and drops you've made along the way. So you haven't lost out on anything but the potential reward. Number 2 is you could absolutely just switch to an alt and then come back and finish that story arc on that character later. Because the storylines will stay there literally on your character. Like if you're working through an Ouroboros, it's considered a task force. And whenever all the people of a task force log out, the game just waits for them politely to come back, even if it's more than a year. Because I came back after a year and I had people... I had characters who were still doing kind of their Ouroboros stuff. Go pull back for a minute because I'm a little endurance. Zombie self-destruct, right? Yeah. Yeah, go put on doggy treats. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to pace them I was trying to be a little careful about pacing them just a titch there because I was a little worried if they're gonna pull. You can always like obviously micromanage them a bit and pull them back. If you need to. Oh gosh! Ah! Okay, I need to get better about identifying whatever the hell those things were. I need to take the anti-detonation feat. All right, take care, Dugout. Yeah, right. Yeah, it is really funny. I came back after a year and I finished the Ouroboros and it said something like 999 hours or some bullshit like that. Was hilarious. I'm going to stay back in. Have I typed any custom keyboard commands? No. No, that would be fun to give it some more flavor though or something. No, I'm just doing the basic attack and heal and all that other jazz. Wow, there's guys on every part of this floor up here. Oh, that was another big explosion. I'm staying back here. I am staying back here. Yeah, no, we're boy, some big old booming guys there. Got to keep your dogs focused in times like these. I have to say, this is probably one area where it probably pays to be a little bit more micromanaging. I'm not gonna lie. There's just too many things all around in this room that they could just go wee and get all crazy with. So I think to one of y'all's points, just paying a little bit more attention in a room like this where it's clearly a mess. You could always pull the enemies back into a clearing as well. Alright, whew. I think I got everything in the room. This was one big ass room. I'm not seeing a mission clear yet, so of course we probably missed something somewhere. Oh, there's another floor. There's that. And there's more hallways, so still plenty to do, I think. And I don't remember if I came out of this elevator or not. They all start looking the same after a while. Tell you what, though, some good XP. Good XP. Yeah, it's really hard for those bad guys to do a lot of damage if they keep getting knocked down. I slotted that for extra knock magnitude, so... Oh, I think they enjoyed that. Now, the fact that the wolves chase them down is generally a good thing. Generally. In a situation where you're dealing with a kill-all or a kill-a-boss and all of his minions, you want them to finish the job. right? And it's one of the most pain in the ass parts of being melee is normally chasing down the runners. So personally, I like the fact that for the most part they do that. But yes, you do need to be a little situationally aware if you're in a hot zone. He's not an arch villain. Wouldn't that be funny, Richard? What are you doing, cat? Stop it. Stop it, kitty. My cat's being a pest. Now this would be one of those areas where you have to be careful because you can see a ranged attacker attacking, so they're gonna all try to get in on that. Tallyhawk! Alright, it's a little cramped in there and I don't have good eyesight, or I don't have like good line of vision, so I'm gonna pull back here and bring them with me and just see if anything chases us out. Use that moment to give them a breath and heal up. And we'll just keep our eyes on anything that might run around the corner after us, but it's not looking like anything's volunteering, so back in we go. Oh, they're just sitting right there. Refreshing healing for the wolves. Oh, we have a boss. It is time for a big boss battle. And the boss is down, just like that. Good job, boys. Good job. No problem for pupsy wupsies. Another benefit of being a mastermind, you can rest while your pets do all the work. Have them pull for you. It's like having your own little group that you command around. Why? How can you not like this class? Target of target window. Yeah, that's true. A lot of games do have that, and that's kind of missing from here. That's a fair point, Weak Sauce. And boom, guys, we're done. Boom chicka bow wow, boom chicka bow wow, boom chicka bow wow. We like it like that. All right, guys, here we go. 66 merit rewards in 1 hour and 51 minutes. So let me screenshot that for the peeps. Is it gonna screenshot? Is it gonna think about screenshotting? Not too shabby, right? 10 million. So let's take a look at the stats, right? Let me get out of here and finish this off because I'll get some good bonus. I'll probably get a little extra bonus XP right when I turn this in. So let's see here. I've got like, what, 3 blips? A little bit of that left. So let's see what happens when I turn it in. Contact, call. Oh. He didn't give me any bonus XP, son of a bitch. All right. Let me go back to Atlas. Boom chicka bow wow, boom chicka bow wow. 'Cause we like it like that. Now I didn't even speedrun that. I'm not playing the highest DPS class. I don't even have any AoE really on this character hardly, other than AoE debuffs. Right? And we don't have double XP, or I'm sorry, we do have double XP. We don't have any extra XP, whatever it's called. Alright, so where to put the extra stuff? I could probably use some recharges and Soothing Wave. It's needed, I think. Sometimes you just need a lot of healing quickly. Enhance running speed. You can enhance their running speed. You can enhance their knockback? So they're going to knock people over more often? Get out of here. What kind of knockback do these guys have? Vicious Bite. Lethal damage on target. Super Leap. Wild Charge. 4 ticks of 80% damage of 6-9 over lethal, 6-9 delay. Huh. I'm not convinced that's a great thing to do, but... I don't know where I want to put another... This Tide Pool gets a lot of use. Let's take a look at what that can do. 18%. This takes slow movement, slow endurance cost, slow range, enhance range, enhance endurance cost, enhance recharge speed. I don't need any of that. Another slow, I suppose, won't go amiss. Enhanced heal to decrease their maximum hit points some more. Knockback does make sense. It does, it does. Enhanced knockback for Whitecap. I do, I know Whitecap puts me in melee range is a little dangerous, but you know, this is actually a good segue to the big character reveal I might have for people. All right. I think I am done leveling up. So let's take a look at the notes here. On the notes, we said we had. Let's see, level 19.08. I'm now at 21.1234567, almost 8. So I got 3 levels, I believe, if my math holds up correctly, right? I was at 19. I'm at, well, no, 2 full levels, right? I was I was 19.1. Okay, so 2.5, whatever, a little over 2.5 levels in those 2 hours. And I got 66 reward merits. And let me just look at that time again. 151, which is 100 and... that is 111 minutes. So that's 36 merits an hour. That's pretty darn decent. Not as good as the Volusic Pollutant Plot, which I've actually done that as little as 40 minutes for 35 merits, which is 53 an hour. But not too shabby. Not too shabby. Are you sure you were in? No, I'm not in reunion. Is my stream saying I'm a reunion? Where am I showing a reunion? Did I still have reunion in my notes? I thought I changed that a long time ago. That would be most unfortunate if that's still in my notes. I'm saying I'm a reunion? Where am I? I get some echo there while I check out the stream to see. Yeah, I hope I don't still have it in my notes somewhere that I'm still in reunion, because that's been a while. Yeah, you're right, Weak Sauce. I could have easily... You're right. If I was a little bit more focused, of course I'm talking with you all at the same time. Mastermind is a very fun class, but I'll never claim it's also a speed class. It kills at a good, decent clip, but it doesn't speed through things. And yeah, you're right. I could have easily cut that down to 90 minutes. Absolutely. Absolutely. There was definitely some fat on the bone. 60 minutes if you hard speed. Yeah, Yeah. Now that I believe absolutely. So not a little bad for something you can repeat that as many times as you want. It doesn't have the same 18-hour timer that real task forces have, right? So you can do that as much as you want, and that was pretty fun. Oh, you know what server I am on Excelsior. Yeah, I haven't been on Reunion in some time, so hopefully I tried changing, and it should say, ooh, maybe that doesn't say that. Let me look at Studio, YouTube Studios. Yeah. It would be less XP. Mm-hmm. Upload defaults. We can see. Most of us are on Excelsior. Join us. All right. I'll put that into my little notes there, and the next time I stream, I have to remember to add that in. Yeah. Excelsior is where all the cool kids are at, I've been told. I used to be on Reunion. You know what's really funny is I still have a character or two on Reunion holding a super base for me. We could go over and check it out. Do you guys want to go check it out? Let me show you my base. Let's just take a look at the guys at Reunion for a minute, just because it sounds like something fun to do. It's real easy to change characters back and forth, though. I had one guy who was, I forget which server he was on, and he said, oh, I'd like to run with you. I just transferred my character over there and ran with them. That's all. As long as that character's not in charge of an SG base that you built and you know, whatever, you can easily transfer characters back and forth up to 5 times every 3 days. 5 transfers every 3 days. So if we go back and we go to Reunion. No character there. Whoa. I forgot who I made the guild leader of my guild. These are just like throwaway characters. And I made one of them my guild lead. I would have to be this one. I wanted to show you guys my very, very cool superhero base. First of all, take a look at Ouroboros here. Look at this. Look at this. You have the whole place to yourself. Yeah. Well, Weak Sauce, the best way to catch me and team up with me is by joining our Discord server, because I'm always in the voice channel there when I'm playing and I'm available. I'm always there. So it's really kind of easy to find me in there more times than not. I'll be honest, I hardly ever pay attention to chat in the game. I feel like it's the year 2025. It's a little antiquated. Plus, you know, I can meet up with people and arrange things in Discord well before I actually am able to get online. So I could be like working at 3 p.m. and someone's like, hey, Phil, are we going to be able to run tonight? And I said, let me check my calendar. You know, I'm free. Let's make sure you get I said, are you going to be available at 5? Yeah, I'm available at 5. Okay, let's get the first run together. So you're already there. Whereas if we wait till we get in the game and stuff, I may not even come to the game because I don't think anyone's going to be here or whatever the deal may be. Or I may go play something else. So, yeah. Yeah. You want to meet me in Ouro and what? I'm here on Reunion. So I'm here on Reunion. I want to show my super base to people. Let me find out. How do you get to a super base here? Super base portal. Tunnel connection. Super base portal. I don't even know where they put the super base portal in these things, I'll be honest. Can I just teleport to a super base? Fast travel. Base transporter. Boom! I don't have the super base portal on this character. Lovely. Well, who did I give the super base? It would have to be to her. I didn't see anybody else. Maybe my super base is all gone. Wait, let me check to see if she's part of a super. No. No. Yeah. Yeah, Richard found the Discord link. Yeah, it should be in the description. Let me know if it's not. I can always copy and paste stuff and make things happen. I can multitask, except I can't find my was that a villain? That's not a villain. I swear that the thing was on a villain character, but I don't. Yeah, I think I might have accidentally destroyed my super base at some point. Oops. I think I've destroyed my super base. Let me check this other character real quick. Now, take a look here at Atlas Park for these guys, right? This is your Atlas Park. And where's Lady Liberty? There we go. And the only reason Lady Liberty looks better is because there's a mastermind there, right? This is Reunion, guys. It used to be a lot busier than this when we ran on it a year and a half ago. But there's a story here. There really is a story here. Let me see if this one's on a super. She is not. There is a sad story. The sad story of the biggest SG group on Reunion and how it fell apart. It was most sad. Most sad indeed. Let me check the one other character. Again, I really, really doubt this one has it, but it doesn't hurt to check. Now you just need a mic. You know, Richard, you can use the Discord app on your phone with a Bluetooth earpiece. I use that a lot to talk to people on Discord. That's what I'm kind of using right now if you were to jump into voice. You can also just jump into voice and keep yourself on mute without a mic and at least hear me if we're playing together. Like, I have some people, so I do have some people that play and they let me know, Phil, I can't talk. I'm around the kids and whatever have you. And that's fair as long as they can hear me talk and stuff, and then I know to keep an eye out for their chat. I do that with people sometimes. I just don't like typing while I'm playing because it takes my hands off the action and stuff. And I see a couple of y'all have joined, so let me say hi to you guys there. Wave hi to you. Wave hi to you. Welcome aboard. So let me see here. What am I going to do now? All right, do you guys want to see the costuming change macros? Do we need to see that? Do you want to see the X-Men character? Do you want to run something with me? What do you guys want to do? Give me 1 second here. All right. Had to step away to take my sweater off so you guys want to see my ripped six-pack abs. So very important that we, keep that from, all the girls would just swoon and fall through the monitors. Oh, Squirrel's doing this one right now. There you go. So remember, if you're doing an Ouro like this and it's a 2-hour Ouro and it's worth a lot of merits and you're 2/3 of the way through it and a friend wants to play and you don't want to stop and lose your progress because you're looking forward to your 66 merit rewards, then what do? You switch to a different character. It's that easy. And you can still play with your friend. So there is that. Yeah. So I'm cool with people who, for whatever reason, can't I'll go back to Excelsior because I don't really have a character here I play anymore. But I don't have a problem with people who really can't chat as long as they can hear me while we're talking and stuff. And we do have a couple of people, who do that from time to time. The only thing is sometimes it can be the first point of getting my attention from in the middle of something might be a little hard. But you just at Phil on Discord or at JCServant, and it usually kind of gets my attention. Oh, I don't need more alts, though. Not on Reunion. Reunion is deader than a doornail. After we left, after our guild fell apart, that is my in-universe headcanon, is that when our guild fell apart, Reunion became a ghost town. So when I came back a month ago, after that whole fiasco, I came to Excelsior because, well, number one of the old guys from the Reunion Guild was over here asking me to come back and meet him over there because he didn't want to go back to Reunion, which is dead. Understandable. Plus, back in the day, Reunion had double XP, which is stacked on top of the other double XP from just, the vendor. So we were leveling up characters over there at the time and whatnot. Oh, you can see I have plenty of characters here and just placeholders for character ideas. Like Screaming Canary here. This is not the real picture art. I just hit randomize on that. Same thing here, a Psychic Blaster, a Sonic Blaster. I want to try some of those. I'm not convinced yet about this Electric Blaster, though. I started playing her up to level 8. I need to put some more time into this character, but I'm not super excited about this one yet. And that's because Electric just drains endurance, and it just feels so weak. It just feels so weak because it doesn't do anything until they're completely out, and most of the time they die before they're completely out. So I like how it's supposed to be like the Silver Serve, but there is that one little line there just to remind you this is probably really a shirt or something. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Oh, so if you want to do something together, is that what we want to do? I do have this guy here. I haven't tried really yet. Now, see, this is a real gentleman right here. Randomization, I'm not gonna lie, plus blue colors cause ice. That was it. That was all I've done with this character here. You think electric blast really strong sentinels and metal and a blaster? I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it and see if I don't get a little bit further and whatnot. So, oh, I know. We should play more of the. We should play. I don't know. What should we play? We can do Cinder Flare. You can see her new artwork I did for her. So I do have more artwork. Let's see here. So we have Cinder Flare. Let me pull up Cinder Flare. Here's Cinder Flare's new artwork. There you go. What do you guys think of that? Probably should flip that picture around. Sometimes that pictures look like they're maybe would fit the composition screen better like that. There we go. What do you guys think of Cinder Flare? Oh, Cinder Flare is ready for IOs. Did I give her IOs yet? Oh, I sure did. All right. Did somebody want to join me here? Is that what I was hearing? Yeah, that's my good friend Gemini smoking Smokey. It is really really good with this stuff. You just uploaded a picture from City of Heroes. You tell it you want it in the Marvel style, and it usually comes out pretty good. No, I wish I did. It's all AI. Like, and if you take a look, I'll give you a couple more examples. I have been blown away with how good some of the AI has kind of gotten. So if you take a look at, let's say, well, take a look at our new electric sentinel here, right? So let me show you her picture. The electric sentinel is voltaic. So there's voltaic. There's voltaic. Not too shabby. So you can kind of see her next to her City of Heroes character, right? Not too shabby. Let's see here. And this is a new character I haven't really started working on yet. A Storm Blaster Corruptor. I forget what his secondary is. So let's see how his artwork turned out. How about that? Not too shabby, huh? Now, this may not be his final artwork. This was just something I whipped up really quick. This looks more like his daytime outfit than his superhero outfit, but that's what we got for now. Maybe his story is that he was using his powers in street clothes and didn't bother with a superhero outfit for some time. Who knows? This guy is not one of my comic book characters. If he's Darkstorm Rising, he's probably Stormblast Dark, I would imagine. Yeah. But you guys will have to tell me which one you think is fancy, because there's a delay in the time, and I kind of went through a couple of characters. Chrono Crossfire, right? So we'll do this last one. I won't want to be like all night doing this, but we'll do one more. Actually, I should do the, well, I'll do, whoops. Where is the Chrono Crossfire? Chrono Crossfire. There's Chrono Crossfire. Chrono Crossfire. Which actually, I guess what I did want to solo for a bit, I mentioned earlier. I did want to solo Burning Pair Poisona to see if she could actually, people said this is how you solo a defender, so we're gonna give this a little bit of a shot. How is that? We'll give that a little bit of a shot. Now, this is also probably not her final artwork, but I don't like to spend time in a character builder if I'm not super sure I'm gonna like it, so this kind of fits her for now. I have 2 sold things in the auction house. Really? Oh, because I was showing off enhancement slaughters. There we go. Alright, do we need more enhancements on this one? We're looking pretty decent for the moment. Okay. Now, I'm not looking to do something too deep here, so just try to do something a little short and sweet, if there is such a thing. And we'll see if you can really solo a defender. There is the vulvolysis wasting disease. That's 1 door. Wasting disease. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Oh, someone's joint voice. What do we got in there? We got Icon. We got an Icon in there. All right, let me fly over to destroy the containers. Oh, in Independence Port. So we need to go over to Independence Port. She's just spewing pollution all over the planet. Poison and everything. How's she even a hero? Inquiring minds want to know. Hey, thanks for chit-chatting so much today, Richard. I really appreciate it. You have a great evening, man. Get some good sleep. We're gonna head at full speed over to there while having a bunch of green splash into the screen there. Alrighty. We're flying over with Mr. Icon in chat. Alright, let's get her in there and see what she can do. Let's see if we can solo a defender, right? It's probably good video content here, so. Welcome everybody. Let's try that again. Welcome everybody. My name is Phil, aka JCServant, and we are here to answer one question. Can Phil find a defender that he enjoys soloing? As you might recall, this is the one non-epic class that I put on the C tier on my solo listing. And people reached out and said, "Hey, why you gotta make this poison fire build. Come do that. Make the poison fire build. It works great." So we're gonna do it. I leveled this one to 21 here or whatever it is. It's showing 19 because it's a Ouroboros, but she does have powers as if she was up there, because I was told she's the bestest ever. So we're gonna find out. Now the problem already is a lot of these powers are the secondary powers anyways, or primary powers, whatever. Mostly for other people. So if you're soloing, it doesn't work out so great for some of those powers. There are some powers that can hurt other people. All right, so we'll see. Again, and then set difficulty to -1 times 8. Well, there you go. That's definitely probably one way to do it. Really fun thing is we got some arcane bolt action here, just to throw that in just so I can do that and throw them back into the rain of fire once in a while. Oh, gosh, I'm not even noticing I am. Oh, nope, I'm dead. This would be a F. This would be an F. Yeah. All right, where's my inspiration? My inspiration's behind the chat. That would not help things out. All right, let's try it again. Let's try it again. We don't want to rush. We don't rush too quickly here. Do I want to go to the hospital? No. So remember, boys and girls, you can mail yourself some good old-fashioned resis there. So I do that every once in a while. Mail myself a bunch, and then I can. Oh, but they're right on top of me. I'm gonna have to go to the hospital, aren't I? I don't know why they're wandering out. Their original position's over there. So let's go over the secondary powers just one more time, or I'm sorry, the support powers, which are really the primary powers here. So we have Alkaloid, which is an ally heal, which does you no good when you're soloing. So yay. We have Envenomate, which is minus regen and heal and all that jazz on an enemy, which is okay. And this is only on. It is a target AoE, so that's good. At least it's a target AoE. Then we have one that's a weaken them all with their damage and stuff like that. We have a cone that's minus speed and recharge. And then we have an ally antidote, which helps an ally resist stuff. So maybe my mistake already was opening with attack powers instead of opening with debuff powers, right? So let's try it again. I'm willing to try different things before I declare it's an almighty failure, right? We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a real shot here. We'll give it a shot. It's a long flight back. Independence Port is just insanely big. It's just insanely big. And I don't know if she has her flight speed up. She does have 2 in there, so that's respectable. Maybe the real reason she lost that fight was because she didn't have 3 slots in to fly. I mean, have you guys ever thought of that? That's a possibility. So going back to what I did with the Posse 1 deal there, the cool thing is I could form a group for that and I wouldn't have to meet the group minimums, right? Because it's balanced for how many people you bring into it. Whereas a normal task force will have supervillains regardless of how many people you bring into it. So that was pretty cool. That's always a pretty cool idea. Okay. All right. So I'm going to try a different approach. So I'm going to try opening with the weakening powers, and I'm just going to have to get a little used to this, but it's not going to be that one, and it's not going to be antidote. So we'll try opening with these guys up here first and see if that doesn't increase my chances for survival. We will see. Whoa, 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 he's right there too. And he is in orange, so of course, like... and I don't have any purples. Okay, lovely. Alright, we got this. Oh, and she missed. How do you miss? How do you miss that? Alright, she's doing the thing. She is doing the mother F. Uh-oh, there is the orange there, but she is doing the thing. Okay, alright. Go girl, you got this. Go girl. she pulled it out. She isn't even that low on endurance after all that. Okay. All right. Let's we got another 3-pack. Oh gosh, we got a 3-pack up here. I don't know why all these enemies are orange for. What mission did I pick? All right, we got this. No problem. I don't know if I should open it with Rain of Fire first, because that'll slow them up too, I think. I think I'm going to do that. And then go for the debuffing. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go for. Now this is a real test here, because I didn't take any Tic Tacs before this. That's a lot of enemies for just about anybody. By the way, Mystic Flight, just saying, or Mystic, whatever it's called, Arcane Power Pool, very cool power pool. You guys should take it. If you're playing a support character or something like this. It's very, very useful. She's missing so much. Stop missing. Oof, that was close. I'm definitely having to kite a lot with this. The longest task force has no AB. Really? 122 merits. So we could go in there with 2 people weak sauce and we wouldn't have to worry about running into like villains and stuff. And I tell you what, I did a Sutter with a friend and that did not end well. We tried a duo Sutter and that was a big mistake. Yeah.
Testing.
Oh, there's a voice.
You can hear me?
Oh yeah.
Greetings.
Howdy. Oh yeah, we are soloing this this defender, and it's brutal. I won't lie, this is brutal. I don't know why, because in essence, I like what are they called? Corruptors, or is it Corruptors I'm thinking of? That kind of have blasty powers and support powers.
Yep. That's
yeah.
Corruptors.
Right, and those I solo just fine, but Sunshine here, if this is the best defenders have to... Well, to be fair, I don't know why they keep giving me oranges. That's not helping my to-hit chances any. So this is... do I have this set up to +1? No, that's just the way it is. That doesn't help matters out any. That doesn't help.
I'm switching to Discord on a different device. I'll be back.
All good. Yeah, Sutter's really tough week. So, oh, there's more people behind me. Yeah, this sadly isn't working. Now, these aren't even lieutenants or anything. Granted, they're orange, but they're not lieutenants or anything. I don't think... I'm sorry. I think this is a fail. I think this is a fail. I'm not convinced the defender can solo very well. I'm sorry. My mastermind could have got through that no problem. You guys pick me another one of my classes. Pick another class for me to go through that mission with. So that's the Valutan whatever. You pick a class. If I've got a character, don't pick the epic ones because I don't have the epic ones, right? But I've got a character of almost any other class. And you can pick any other archetype, I should say. We call them archetypes. And I bet you I could do that better. Even though it's going to be high. It's obviously set to be a little bit on the difficult side, which is fine. Yeah, Sutter is real tough to duo. Yeah, your mileage will vary. 122 merits. Let me look at my spreadsheet real quick, and let me tell you which story arc had the most. We have the... Which one had the most on my spreadsheet here? 72 for the Praetorian War is pretty high. I think Explorers and Exploiters... That's a task force, and it's like one of the longest ones is 122. But for single player, because I wouldn't consider that single player, it might have been the Positron I just did. Or that 70.1. Villains don't have anything. I'm looking down their list. They don't have anything that really jumps out with a ton of merits. Pirates of the Sky, that's a task force. So, yeah. Yeah, nothing about theirs at all really jumps out as high on there. Let me just take a look at the heroes one last time. Upon a Psychic Plane, that's the one. That's the biggest one, I think, in the story arcs. It's a level 50. It's 82 merits, and the last time I ran it, it took me a solid 2 hours. 14 doors, 4 kill alls, 2 extra hunts on top of that. That is brutal. That is brutal. That is brutal. Let me look up one more for my doors. The Vasilesque Wasting Disease. All right, let's see if you guys came up with something for me. No one came up with anything for me. Okay. I wonder if my Stalker could get through there without too much problem. Those clumps were a little big for a Stalker. I think it'd be a little challenging on my Stalker, right? But it would have a lot better chance that Defender, I think. Ooh, what about my Dominator, right? Now I said Dominator was like B-. That could be a little tougher Dominator, right? But let's I don't know if I can even do that on this Dominator because it's a level 19-ish, I think. The Volucular plot. Yeah, pollutant plot. Or it was the disease plot. Wasting disease, right? So let's see how the Dominator goes. Let's try it out with the Dom. Yeah, the Dom. And this is one of my, I think this is one of my, well, she's kind of middle of the road Dom. So she's not the best. She's not the worst. She's just middle of the road. And we have artwork for her too, because of course we do. Haha. What the hell? It's literally on the other side of the map. Well, I think is there a... No, I don't think there is a north and south. Is there a... Oh, there is a monorail north and south. Well, just take the monorail to the south side there, because that's a long way to fly. Pink Pony Girl. There we go. Ah! Don't run into the wall, though. That's still 700 yards away. Oh, does Sunshine not have reveal? Oh, well, whatever. Alright, so we have the same bozos here. So far, no oranges, though. Huh, that's interesting. I don't know why they always get off one shot on her before they start beating up on each other. She's gonna kick him in the nuts. Just kick them when they're up, kick them when they're down, kick them when they're up, kick them when they're down. Oh, she's still got somebody over there. I love the martial arts, I'm not gonna lie. Boom, have a nice day. So far, Dominator's doing pretty decently. She hasn't had any big, huge clumps yet. And they're all yellow to her instead of orange, which has me scratching my head just a titch. Just a titch. How do you miss him? He's literally sleeping in front of you. Oh, oh, that never gets old. I'm not gonna lie. That was beautiful. That one brought a tear to my eye. Did you see that weak sauce? That was beautiful. So far, Dominator 2, Defender 0. Oh, now there's some oranges, right? There's where we get into some oranges. I generally don't have too much of a problem, though, kind of dealing with oranges. Is this guy not held? No wonder I'm taking damage. Gotta make sure they're all held, Phil. Go beat up your friends. Why you want to beat me up when you got friends to beat up? Yeah, everybody wants to beat up on their own friends. You can't stand attacking the same minion. Well, my rule is if it on the average takes me more than 10 hits to kill Lieutenant, then that's wrong, right? That for me is wrong. Let's see here. With a Dominator, yeah, you do what you can do, right? Dominators are never gonna win a damaging contest. Honestly, my blaster kills most things, but it still takes 2 hits, right? Unless she's doing a sniper shot or her nuke, right? Fireball, all that still takes a couple of hits or so. So I think the more, 3 hits or more from certain, yeah, that's kind of usual. Just kind of depends. Especially, I think what makes this a lot more bearable for me, it's a lot of her attacks are AoEs, right? So yeah, I mean, if you have a guy who does things in 3 hits, but he has to do everyone individually, that's a little different than someone who can kind of get the same job but with AoEs, but, just spread out like that. So it just kind of depends. Also, if it's melee or range, I kind of have different expectations. So I don't think she did too bad there. I wasn't bored. I thought that was pretty good. But now, if I get one minion by itself, we can definitely do like a 1 minion test just out of curiosity. But the problem is they're all chained together. It's really kind of difficult here. And, yeah, this is a big old clump together. And so I can't go rushing in there as a Dom. I need them to kind of wear each other down a little bit first. Use a little confusion here to let them do my job for me. And then that makes it a little bit easier for me to kind of go in here and do the thing. And do some AoE punches. So, I like the power and control of a Dominator. It's certainly not the fastest killing, but the fact that I can just hold him still while I beat the crap out of him, that never gets old. We gotta level up. We got like 1 minute of super awesome goodness. Yay. Let's hold him first. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Well, you can count that one as 3 if you don't mind counting the hold as not really counting. Because it's a hold. Right? So we'll do 1, 2, 3. Oh no, she needs a 4th. To be fair, I didn't use Venom Blades either, but okay, took 4 hits on that one. Again, minus the hold. And that AoE wore him down because I think he was around the corner. I think he got hit. Oh, I hate missing though. See, that's my pet peeve, is missing. I don't like missing. So I usually try to make sure I get some good accuracies in those things. I love the duo setup because I'll confuse one and I'll hold the heck out of the other. And look at that. I mean, that's not too many hits at all. Now I'm dealt with this guy left. Where are you going, buddy? Don't go anywhere, mister. Oh, he might be going after somebody else. Well, we'll let him go off and have fun with one of his friends. Yeah, missing is one of my pet peeves, Weak Sauce. Abso-mother-effing-lutely. I am not a fan of missing. I kind of get it if I'm fighting like a red enemy, maybe an orange, but... Oh, I am not paying attention. I'm gonna get myself killed. Man, go after... What the hell? This guy's so resistant to my charms. Yeah, go after your friends. I'm just gonna sit over here and rest for a minute, get my health back while you keep them busy. Nice thing about charm is you can just like... They're a minion, it's fine. No one's gonna hit me down here. They're just gonna beat up in each other. Ah, refreshing. I just love playing the Dominator because it's just not your standard go in and beat the shit out of everything that you usually do with a Sentinel or a Brood or something. You do have to play a little smarter and you just feel like you're the mastermind, you know, like... And you just take them apart. Oh no, tanks are by far much worse than Doms. Because tanks, you just take forever to kill most things. More than Doms, which is saying something. And then, but you don't even have the cool control powers of a Dom. Your power is that you die slower. Which just, that's boring. You die slower? The thing about the Dom is the Dom will control, not just control, right? I mean, you can charm these guys, right? You can actually set them against each other and just have fun with that. No other MMO lets you do this, by the way, that I've played. Let you have such good control over mobs. Like, here, buddy, get in a fray. Why don't you guys just kick the shit pills out of each other, right? And then, now normally I don't do Doms at melee, because that is dangerous, right? As soon as their mez breaks, they're going to come directly after me. This is a character that I like to play when I'm living life on the edge. When I feel like living life on the edge. It's almost like playing a blaster in a way, almost. You're like, how much risk do you feel like taking today? Oh, you feel like taking a lot? Here's the character you play. But I did in all fairness rate Doms lower on the list, right? Like, you know, they are harder to play. They aren't the fastest to kill at all. They take a while to get through missions. It is a lot of fun. Like if I was rating that list based on just pure fun factor for me, I think it's fun just because I like playing chess with the enemies. I think it's highly engaging and it's better than just me unga bunga slash you up. But I get we got a real mission up here, boys. We got a real mission. Okay, well, we're going to see how well this works out. Remember, Charm, or whatever you want to call it, Serenade, doesn't usually... I was going to say, doesn't usually enter you into combat, but... I haven't used my domination power yet, so this might be the time to use it. I'm thinking this might be the time to use it. I don't know what's keeping these guys from resisting my charms, but domination will fix that real quick. Good news is I really haven't taken any damage. Yeah, who's the frickin' Dom? How did you miss that confusion? Oh my gosh, she is missing so much. The only... Whoa, that was explosive. The only reason some of these are taking more than 3 hits is just because of the misses, really. Alright, now stay dead. You know, it's funny, Weak Sauce, I normally don't like... Whoa, hello. Ugh. I normally don't like playing controllers because those are super slow. I think, like, controllers are so slow in killing. Is that I think the only reason this character's been so slow is just because they're oranges and she's missing a lot. I don't have enough slots yet to really get 2 accuracies and everything. I could be eating yellow Tic Tacs. And I'm still gonna miss. Sometimes you just can't win. You just can't win. Take her into a mission with a bunch of white, like same level mobs and see if she doesn't kill them faster. Boom. 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 Oh, I loved all that AoE. I will say, so normally I don't like melee on Doms, but her melees, her first 3 melees I've got here are all AoEs, and they are fun. Roundhouse kicks that knocks them flat on their back. I'll take some risk for that. That's actually fun. Am I right? And there we go. A quote-unquote quick Ouroboros there for a whopping 2 merit rewards. Took me 15 minutes. That is not exactly a speed run. Oh, reward merit! Looking for more TV1. What's TV1? Task Force, level 24 plus. 56 merits in under 1 hour. All right. Well, I guess we're kind of quiet on the chat. Weak Sauce, thank you so much for keeping me company this long. I think everybody else went to bed. Here on a Friday night, I'm not seeing a lot of chat. Or whatnot. Here's a chance to put some more accuracy on something. Enhance fear. Let's see. Enhance range, enhance damage, enhance confuse, enhance accuracy. I'm all about the weekly though, although, and repeat. Oh. I think Wedding Moon Vacations is got a cat all over the keyboard. Got a cat. Hey, Mickey, how are you doing tonight? How's it going? Endurance, focus-oriented, symphony control. Let's see, this is a nasty recharge, AoE, disorient. Got a couple of really strong AoEs, but they're all sitting on really big fat recharges. And then we have this Coney that's on a short recharge. Yeah, alignment missions, cool. You know, I like my alignment missions. Absolutely. We've been doing this one quest with different classes just to see how well they do against slightly higher level mobs, and the defender really sucked and kept dying. The dominator made it through, but it was a bit slow. Not gonna lie, it's 15 minutes. That was slow. And now, what if I went to one of my A tier candidates? A blaster, a dominator. I'm sorry, a blaster, a corruptor, or a sentinel, or a mastermind. Bet you would get through it in better than 15 minutes. Away I go. What am I, level... Oh, did I not turn that in? Dang nabbit. That's okay. Team, quit. Can I see what level I really am now? 23. Lovely, 23. Lovely, I got to pay to upgrade everything. Yay! Woo! Alright, one more damage and... Two more damage, I think. I want 2 damages here. Make this really painful. It's kind of our nuke. It says close to a nuke as a Dom is going to get. Let's put it that way. Power range. What did I pick? Range? How did I end up buying ranges? What the literal hell, Phil? No, it's damage. Damage. Huh? Damage. Okay. Man, I thought I was going crazy. 132 to 180 damage sounds really good on that. Alright, so... she is recharging on that. Pocket D it is. We'll log her out Pocket D. Now remember, I've told people this before, if you want to do something short and sweet, there's plenty of short and sweet Ouroboroses all over the place. You just gotta know where to look. So if we could take Stonefall here and go through that. Oh, let's see here. Which one do I want to bring through? Something good. Something good. But not something super over-leveled. Because I think that kind of defeats the point. Freezer burn. He doesn't have like super set enhancements or anything like that. King's Row. Well, that's new. I didn't know they could pick like a different place for you to do the quest. And remember, the last one was in Independence Port. Alright, Weak Sauce, thank you for hanging out. We'll see how well the blaster does in this now. Oh, and he doesn't even have his big boom, so he's going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Oops. I put that a little too far back. Oh well. I do like how they keep like falling over and over again. Ice patches are fun, let's be honest. Oh, I appreciate you joining, Weak Sauce. I'm sure we'll chat again soon and maybe do a run. Maybe do a run. I like how that one guy's just staying by himself all the way back there, waiting for me to snipe him next. Tip. Mega tip found. Bad guy. Die. That's your blaster, right? Something's gonna die. Either you or that guy. One of them's gonna die. How you doing, Mickey? How's things going today? Let's see, nothing up here, but just bad guys. Oh yeah, that never gets old. Oh gosh, that is range I wasn't expecting. You did a lot of farming in the game, Jake? What'd you farm? You just farming up the money, right? Farming up the old moolah in the farms. Come on, buddy. Come over here and come get some. Yeah, that never gets old. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that box there. And boom, that's gone. Whoa. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ran into a problem. Put down the defenses here. Put down the AoEs, let them slip over and over again. Rinse and repeat. This is just, it's like watching one of those funny videos. You got to 200 million before you got tired of it? Well, there you go. That would take me at least a few hours, 2.5 probably, of playing the auction house to get that much. Yeah, I try not to get into a place where I have to farm, though. That's why I try to do so many Ouroboroses. Hopefully I don't want to do that. But I do, I still end up doing it once in a while. Try to make it a rule, like I'm going to do it like for an hour when a character hits 30, 40, and 50. And I spread out the pain on that character. So between the merit rewards and the fact that I did like 3 hours of like auction house farming on each one of them, that you know, I kind of get up there, you know, to a good starting amount for them. And like you, I listen to an audiobook. Just listen to an audiobook while I do that. Freeze! I really do like this fire and ice combo. It's really like the best of both worlds. Slow him down, trip him up. Gives your blaster the time he needs to get the job done if he's just not killing fast enough. Yeah, have a nice day. It's really funny, while you're farming, you've got me up on the second monitor or on your cell phone watching me, you know, play dungeons at the same time. So there we go, 7 minutes, much faster than a Dominator. Now some of that, this isn't exactly scientific because the Dominator had further to travel to get to the mission, so that would have added to her time, but yeah, you can see this is just a little micro example, guys, of why I rated things where I rated them. Why I did. This is just a great example. I took 3 different characters into the mission, and I showed you why one's a C, why one's a B, and why one is an A. And it isn't just about the time. A Sentinel would have taken longer, but I rated Sentinel higher because the Sentinel has higher survivability in tough situations. Had my blaster gotten into a situation where I didn't see a group of enemies around the corner, he probably would have gotten his ass kicked. You know, whereas the Sentinel could have held his ground and gotten through it and powered through it. So, yeah. Thermal Equinox, that's pretty funny, Val. That's pretty funny. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Oh, hey, let's look. Let me jump over to these guys here. Oh, but maybe they don't want to. Yeah, it's fun to run. So we got to see a couple of different classes here and how they got through that. I could take my mastermind through there too, and they would have no problem with that mission with the wolves or whatever. It would be a very easy peasy, lemon squeezy type of deal. So there's a reason why I rate things the way I do. And this is just a really great example of that. Very busy in Ouro here, unlike Reunion, where this is a ghost town. Yeah, poor Reunion. Oh man, I didn't even have hasten turn on this guy. Well, I could have been getting through stuff even faster. So does anybody want to know how you do what I just did right there? Does anybody want to know the secret? Maybe you already know the secret and you don't need to know because you already know it. Oh, I didn't even use my super important pet drone. So much untapped potential. Yeah, Frigid Protection's really nice. I really like ice as a secondary here for this blaster. It's just really, really good. Gives fire the time it needs for its damage over time to do its thing. Yeah. Got a big force field going on there. Force fields used to be all the rage back in the day. Now you hardly ever see them. Freezerburn just watches over the people. Make sure none of them step out of line. Field analyst. That's actually a really good name for that. Technology mastermind bots. Field analyst. That's funny. Alright guys, well I think I've had enough streaming for one night. I hope you guys had fun. We had over 3 hours of stream. We got to see one of the longer story arcs out there that rewarded 66 reward merits, so that was exciting. Got to see a lot of different characters, and most importantly, a lot of different character artwork. So I hope you guys had fun. I'll see you guys later. You have a great evening. Thank you so much, Val and Mickey and Wedding Moon Vacations and everybody else who's been watching. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for your comments. And thank you for a lot of you joining the Discord server. Thank you so much for all of that. Have a great evening, and may God bless you.